Hi, this is David with DK Cattle Company. Thank you for clicking on this video today. I really appreciate your viewership. We're doing 2 videos today because I'm trying to catch up a little bit between my seeding catastrophe and all the rain, and then on the good days I've been trying to get stuff done. The spring you're just go. So I'm trying to catch up on my videos and get more posted. But today I want to talk about the importance of picking a really good breeder once you have a cow breed selected and kind of a direction you want to go. How do I pick a place to get, my initial stock? Maybe I want to buy 3 or 4, maybe 5 heifers, or a couple bred cows or something. How do I find a good person to do that? What I would do is go to the national breeding website of that breed that I'm interested in, and I would go to the directory and find people in my area and kind of see which ones have websites, which ones don't, investigate the websites, call around, maybe the closest one to you and stuff. I would try to visit a couple of them. Don't even say, even if they don't have stock available this year, try to see if you can set up some sort of farm visit just to see like what different operations look like within that breed space that you're trying to get into, and then go from there. Try to pick a breeder from there. The important thing is to get experience of seeing what these operations should look like, so then when you go to buy an animal from a farm and something maybe smells weird or looks weird, you'll know that from the experience you've already had. Again, I'm making this video from the perspective of someone who had 0 experience going into it. So some of you would be like, well, duh, I know what to look for. But I'm saying, like, if you have 0 experience, you've never been on like a proper cow farm, then when you go to a farm and it's kind of, smells funny, you might not know what you're looking at, kind of thing. A good example of that for me was I bought a bull calf that I have them rented out right now, so you guys have never seen them in the videos. I'm gonna get them back pretty soon. We're gonna castrate them and everything. It's gonna be a whole thing. But when I got him, I talked to the guy, everything was good and stuff, and I go to pick him up, and I get to the house, and it's a 2-acre like normal house, like it's just like a house on a lot, and he has like 10 or 15 cows on this 2-acre lot, and everything's being like fed out every day and stuff like that. And for what I'm trying to do with the whole grass-fed, grass-finished thing, it's completely the opposite of what I'm doing, So I did still get him, which I shouldn't have. And then when I got him home, he had a heck of a time adjusting like his gut, to going from getting grain every day, getting a lot of supplementation, to, hey, you have grass and all the grass you can have, but that's it, so that was one. And then another thing that has happened to me, and this is really the motivation of making this video, is when you're buying from a breeder, you really want to buy from a breeder that's breeding stock. You don't want to buy from a breeder that is still more focused. You don't want to buy from a breeder that's more focused on maybe building their own herd or building their own stock, because a lot of those times, I kind of have to be careful about how I say this, but you just have to be careful when you buy a cow from people that you're not you're not buying their throwaways. Meaning that you could find a really good operation with really good cows and everything, and you're like, wow, this is a great farm, I'm so excited to get a cow from these people. But then the cow that you're getting is not one of their good cows. It's, okay, this year we had 10 calves. These are the garbage ones that we don't want to keep. We'll sell these ones, and then we'll keep the good calves for ourselves to make our herd better and better and better. So they're getting a better and better herd, and they're profiting off of you selling their garbage. And how they'll justify that is their garbage is better than, this person's best. And that's just unethical on their part, and something that I have encountered as well. There's a couple cows that I have, and I'm not going to mention which ones they are, but I bought them from a nice herd thinking that they would be some of my nicest cows, and one of them particularly, I can tell he wanted to get rid of now that I have her and I've had her for a little bit. So I would just really make sure that whatever breeder you're specifically starting an operation with and learning from, that you can kind of have more of a relationship with that person. And that's going to take time to find the right person for that. It's not going to be, easy. And I know that you'd rather me say like just find a good deal on some cows on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something and go buy them and then go run some cows. But if you're starting out, I really think that you should find a breeder that you like, that you're comfortable with, that you can really establish a relationship with, and that you can get good quality animals from. That way you know you're building your herd from a really good place, and that way if you have problems in the future, you can consult with them as well as, you know, a vet that you're going to establish a relationship with. So you have two people in your corner over just, you know, a vet or, you know, Facebook groups or whatever you do to get those kind of questions answered. So that's kind of my thoughts on that subject. So just basically in closing, find a good breeder either on the breeder directory or a Facebook group for that breed of cow. Try to find a breeder that you can go to their farm, see their animals, and kind of verify the quality of animal they have to the best of your ability. And then when you're finally buying your animals, make sure that you're not buying someone else's problem or someone else's calls. Make sure you're buying quality animals from that quality breeder that you have a relationship with, and make sure that there's going to be some level of support, you know, after the sale. I'm not saying that you should definitely not be you definitely shouldn't be bothering these people after you've bought cows from them. But I'm just saying, like, if there was some sort of issue, you know, you can send them a quick text or something like that, and they can help you out, kind of thing. I'm not saying that, you know, you need 24-hour support or something, or breeders should be doing that, because that's not what this is. But you should have someone that, you know, you could ask them about, you know, oh, we have winter lice pretty bad, what should I do about that? Or some, you know, stupid questions like that aren't that big of a deal, but to new people, we have no idea what we're doing. It's nice to have people that you can have a real relationship with. So those are kind of my thoughts. Please like the video, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and have a good day. Bye.